Hey people, Edo here. We are back with another Ramble type of video. This is our third installment for this type of thingy. First one was a rundown of what we do and what we are. Second was the games we played for last year and whatnot for Nintendo stuff, comparing it to PlayStation and whatnot. And now we're going to talk about some recent stuff, I guess, where it's like the Xbox Developer Direct and also the two recent Nintendo Directs and our thoughts about all that stuff and stuff. Because I did want to do... Well, we don't do reactions for the Xbox stuff and the PlayStation stuff, but as I've said before, I like to keep tabs on what Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox are doing, because their job is to market to us, is to buy the stuff and whatnot. And Xbox, I want to like their stuff and play their stuff, but they're not giving me a reason to get an Xbox, and you guys know I don't play on the PC and all that too. So it's like, I don't know, you know. I was tempted to get an Xbox to play Expedition 33, but they put that on PlayStation, so we played it there instead, you know. Because I was legit going to buy an Xbox to play Expedition, so that's kind of trifling, I think. But the point is though, for those gaming presentations that are not Nintendo Directs, basically, we will not do a reaction for them, but we'll do this type of ramble type of video to give our thoughts about it and whatnot. I wanted to do this sooner, but I don't know. And then the Nintendo had a Nintendo Direct for the movie, and then they had a Direct for Tomodachi Life. So put all that together into one thing. There's a rumor that next week we'll get a partner Direct. Apparently, it's going to be. So those type of Nintendo Directs we'll do a reaction for, and I give my thoughts on those reaction videos. And we watch the Japanese Directs for those as well, because there's always some slight differences in the Japanese Directs. Like, I still hate it when it just annoyed me, where it's like, again, this is the ramble, so it's a tangent for these types of videos, but like for Mega Man Star Force Collection, right? That was announced in the Japanese Direct for when that happened last year and all, right? Then I'm seeing posts after the fact saying how like, whoa, Mega Man Star Force Collection came out of nowhere. It's like, no stuff comes out of nowhere when it's announced in the Direct, right? Like, it's not like a shadow. I don't know. Just seeing that specific thing just annoyed me. I'm not saying you have to know what goes on in the Japanese Direct. It's just the way that you phrase it, you know. I don't know. Again, I'm just being nitpicky. Maybe it's because I knew about it beforehand, because I took the time to watch the Japanese Direct and all that. But that's just me, personal preference and all that. Also, before we get into it, remember that you can submit questions or stuff for us to answer for these videos, or to be its own topic. We got one question that we can do for a video. I don't know when we're going to do that, because with the timeline of events and stuff for stuff I want to talk about, we'll get to it sooner rather than later, I hope. But submit a question to Telenom or NGL. Links are below. Remember to put EKR or hashtag EKR inside the question, so that I know it's legit from like you guys and not like a bot or something. And yeah, because otherwise I will ignore it most likely, unless it is relevant, but I do doubt it though. So put EKR. Put inside your question, and we can answer at the end of these ramble videos, or make it its own video, like we're going to do for an upcoming one at some point. But yeah. But anyways, though, let's cut that ramble there. Get onto the developer direct for Xbox. It seemed pretty solid and whatnot. Xbox had some good stuff shown. Starting off with Forza, it looks good. I've never played a Forza game. I am tempted. I mean, Xbox is putting everything on everything now, apparently. So whether all that comes to Switch 2 or not is up in the air, but it is going to be on PlayStation eventually. So if I really want to play Forza, I could get it on PlayStation and whatnot, and then being in Japan, that's liking the Japanese stuff, being a weeb, otaku, all that fun stuff. It seems like a good spot to be in Japan and all that, to do the driving and whatnot with the car culture there and all that stuff, you know. That game looks cool. It looks pretty solid and whatnot. We'll see what happens. Odds are we won't buy it, but because again, too many games, not enough time, and we prioritize stuff on Nintendo and all that. But next though, which is the main thing for us, where we are most likely going to play for real, is Beast of Reincarnation, I believe it's called. But Game Freak is making the game, and Game Freak made Pokemon, and the game looks good. It looks solid. It looks solid, at least. It looks like a game that I would like to play. Gives me hints or notes of like when Black Myth of Wukong was first shown off and whatnot. like that type of gameplay style and all that some stuff. And we did play that, not at launch, but Game Freak we have more attachment to because of Pokemon, so I might try to play that sooner rather than later and whatnot. We'll see what else comes out inside the summer. You see that Beast of Reincarnation comes out inside the summer, like the premise that they said for it, all the talking they do for it and whatnot. Because with these developer directs, they focus on like a handful of games and just go into detail about it. I don't know if it's just an American thing to just talk about stuff that way or what, but I mean, there was a Sony presentation. The Japan only presentation did have one or two like segments where the dude just sat there and talked to the developer, which was interesting. It was different, but people didn't seem to like that presentation. At the same time, though, that presentation wasn't for us; it was for Japan. Yeah, Beast of Reincarnation, I'm legit excited for that. But we'll see if we can play it sooner rather than later. I'd rather play it when it comes out. I don't know. We'll see what happens, of course, because again, like I say, too many games, not enough time, and we'll figure out life, you know. The next game though that they did was a game called Kiln. It's like you like create pots and you like a team online game, it looks like. The premise does seem interesting. So it does, because I like when games are different in these presentations and whatnot. And that game was different, so it stood out to me. We're not going to play it, of course, because I don't have stuff for it, you know, for online, for all that, you know. But it does look fun, making all the pots and stuff. Hopefully people don't try and make anything trifling with it. I'm sure that they would, but I don't think there's a way to do it. So that part should be good, because we'll talk about that for Tomodachi life towards the back half of this video. But the game looks interesting. The premise seems interesting. Comes out in the spring, I think. So for those of you that are into that, cool, you know, I'm not mad at it and whatnot. So yeah, you know, Kiln, it seems cool. Like, why not, right? The last thing they showed was Fable, which comes out in autumn. I'm gonna get that out the way right now, because I think it is a big game, and as it was going on, I was like, it'd be funny to have this up against GTA 5, against GTA 6, assuming it does come out in November like they say it's going to now, unless it gets pushed back again. But that's a different story and whatnot. Point is though, it comes out inside the autumn, which means, I mean, it still could go against GTA 6. So I was wrong, yeah. So I don't know why I thought summer, because summer is for the other thing, which ends in September, right? But like late September is when summer ends. It goes into autumn, fall, however you want to say it. So that could happen. Fable against GTA 6. That's going to be interesting. Because Fable is a heavy hitter that probably could put a decent fight against GTA. At the same time, though, I don't know, you know. I'm just curious, like when it comes to, this is a huge tangent. Again, we're rambling, but I'm just curious as to what games are coming out in or around the time frame of GTA 6, right? Because in my opinion, the only thing that would go against it for real is like a Mario game, right? Because that's its own fan base, and GTA is like everybody, it feels like. So unless you have a huge dedicated fan base like a Mario or like a Pokemon, you're not putting up a good fight against GTA if you're right next to it. So but Fable might have a chance, especially based off of the stuff that they showed in it and whatnot. Because I am tempted to get it. I never played Fable. I had friends back in the day that had Fable and whatnot, or at least they claimed that they did. I don't know, because we never played it together. Like whenever we went to their house, like it was like a group of us, so we played Halo and like instead, you know. So I had fun with Halo, but one of them said that he had Fable, and he would tell us about it. Like one of the things that we didn't believe him was like, you have sex inside the game? What? That doesn't make any sense. So he's like, yeah, dude, it's true, but I don't know what the context was for all that, because you can have a family and kids, so technically you can't have sex inside the game. Do they show it? I kind of doubt it. But point is though, you can take over the whole city and town, it looks like, and be like a tycoon, be rich, put people out of the houses, hire them. I don't know if you can kill them, because what if you play the game in a way that you kill all of your people inside the town and such, and then they try to do an uprising against you? That'd be kind of funny. But I don't know, these are just some random ideas for, I mean, they gave you a couple of them inside the presentation, because I don't know what the point of Fable is, like the plot, the story, and all that. But in the presentation, they did say that the most fun and the most memories people had back in the day for the old trilogy was the stuff you do outside of the main story stuff, which does seem like the most fun. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people will start a whole new or like channel or like a whole new focus on Fable, because they probably have like tons of content that they can do just around Fable and be a Fable channel and whatnot, right? And of course, that thought crossed my idea because we're rambling about all of it now, or crossed my head because I'm rambling about all of it now. But variety, we like variety here. But yeah, Fable, will I get it? Highly tempted. I'm highly tempted. If I do get it, it won't be at launch. Just like with GTA 6, we're not gonna get that at like launch. We'll be busy playing Pokemon or like whatever, you know. So, but yeah, moving on, we're going to talk about the Super Mario the Super Mario Galaxy movie direct now, which is basically started with like the trailer that almost said like Shiggy that Mr. Miyamoto presented to us and whatnot, or showed off or introduced to us and all that. And yeah, the movie looks good. The Yoshi gave me some like genuine laughs and whatnot, so I'm legit excited to see this one more so than the other one. It sucks that we don't see that Daisy's inside the film, so that kind of sucks. But maybe in the third, there's going to be a third film. But Birdo was a surprise. I'm curious if they're going to say Birdo is a man or a girl, because we all assume female. I think at least I did when I was younger, and then I found out afterwards that it's actually a guy, and then I was like, oh, okay. Unless that whole thing it got retconned. I don't know. It might have, but the point is though, I don't understand it. I don't know. Birdo, it's Yoshi. They are things. That's all it is. But yeah, give me some genuine laughs and whatnot. So, yeah. But yeah, point is though, but after the movie, it felt like they were doing a trailer for Yoshi, because they kept showing games that Yoshi was like in. So it felt like you get the trailer direct, and then talk about Yoshi and all the games that Yoshi's in, trying to get people to buy the Yoshi games. So I'm excited for the Yoshi game coming out in probably May, because Tomodachi Life comes out in April, which again we'll talk about that next, because there's nothing else to say about the movie. So let's just head on over to Tomodachi Life, where yeah, cool. I did play the 3DS game of it back in the day and all that. It's an interesting game. I like all the changes that they're doing with this one here, so that's pretty cool. And the thing I don't like is like I have to make all of the Mii's, it sounds like, and I'm not creative in that way. And because of the nature of the game, where if you saw the direct and stuff, things can get really weird. And if I make Mii's of you all, then and put them inside my island, which is going to be a renaming or expansion of our Animal Crossing island name, that's going to be weird, awkward, or whatever, depending on what happens. So I don't know. I don't know. But again, we're here for the vibes for that. The game seems crazy, trifling, in like the best and worst way possible. But you get some good laughs out of it, some good stuff out of it and whatnot. However, though, as soon as they said you can make your own stuff, like your own shirts, your own like pet thing or whatever to walk around with you, and also you can make whatever Mii and all that you want too. I'm not surprised that Nintendo blocked sharing for that game, because I saw after the fact that they blocked sharing, because people are going to be the worst with that. Like the only thing I could think of is I thought of for doing live release, like trying to get a decent nuts joke to be in there, right? But that's as simple and as trifling as I'm going to be with it, probably, if I had to guess. I did see one video or thing where it's like they let it slide in Animal Crossing. Well, they didn't let it slide, but you could do it in Animal Crossing, so why can't you do it here? It appears that there's more freedom in this game for Tomodachi Life. So Nintendo's probably like, you can do it. Like, they won't stop you from like doing it. You just can't share it. So it's like they're making it harder for you, basically. So again, I don't blame them. It's just they saw what people did with Animal Crossing, and you're like, okay, we can't let them do it again with this game, which is more freedom. And it's like, I don't know. That's the way I see it. Let me know what you all think. And yeah, some last remarks though. Yeah, I think that's it. So for our last ramble for this thing, there's as I said earlier, there's a rumored direct for next week. So I had to get this video done before the potential partner direct for next week happens and like whatnot, right? So when that happens, we'll have our reaction. I talk about the direct in the reaction, or give my quick thoughts about it. If you guys have questions about that after it happens, sure, send me a question. on Telenom NGL or in the Discord. That's another place where you can ask questions if you want to. And also the PlayStation apparently is going to have a presentation next month also, which should be pretty much guaranteed and whatnot. What type of presentation, what's in it, I don't know. But we'll see what happens and whatnot, right? We'll see what happens. That's about that. There's a word of the day I want us to do, but I'm gonna save that word of the day for a different video. So for those of you who were there live for the, you know what that one was there. Otherwise, the word of the day for this video is going to be pottery, because kiln. And yeah. Anyway, so I'm rambling again. The whole point of this video is to ramble. I don't know why I'm saying that, but thank you for watching, guys. Keep it legit. All the fun stuff, check out the stuff on the screen here, and we'll catch y'all on the flip. Do not be trife, and keep it legit. I think I said that already, but oh well.